Surfer Todd Endris is savagely attacked by a great white.
The dolphins definitely saved my life. They were keeping the shark from coming back for a fourth hit. I wouldn't be here if the dolphins hadn't saved me that day.
The wind is blowing strong on the coast of California. Come high tide, the sea will become a surfer's paradise.
I had nothing scheduled for that day, so I had woken up pretty late at about probably 10 o'clock, and I got here to the beach by about 10:30.
It all started out as a normal day for surfer Todd Endris.
I surf every day. I schedule all my work around surfing so that I can, surf when it's best. And if it's really good, I surf more than once a day. So I would say that I really, really, genuinely love surfing.
How's it out there? It's kind of small, kind of calm.
It was really calm. There was some high fog, no wind. It was kind of chilly, but the waves looked really fun.
Oh, yeah, the dolphins look they're having fun.
Yeah,
or than the inside, huh?
Yeah.
Here on Marina State Beach, bottlenose dolphins are often seen playing in the surf.
Dolphins share the love of surfing with surfers. You'll see them surfing waves, underneath the waves, jumping out of waves, doing flips and acrobatics in the air. And we share that kinship.
And soon that kinship will be put to the ultimate test. These dolphins are about to risk their own lives to save Todd.
I think dolphins are sentient and intelligent enough to feel empathy and sympathy. So it's very possible that dolphins will choose to save a human life.
Also on the beach that morning is Todd's good friend, Ernie Batalza.
I was just here surfing just a few minutes earlier before Todd showed up. I'd say it was a mediocre day. No, but a fair day. I caught a few. Had fun, as always.
Todd meets up in the water with his friends Zane Hawley and Joe Jansen. The dolphins are splashing around nearby.
The dolphins over there, they seem to know where the waves are.
I saw the pod of dolphins that was sitting right outside of where we were going to be surfing. Well, the first couple waves I got weren't that good. There were more waves coming in, and all my friends were taking off on good ones, and I was watching them. So I was really motivated to get back out there quick. He who paddles fastest and catches the most waves wins the competition, pretty much. So I was trying to be that
Dolphins are so playful. They do love to play with objects, but they also like to play with people as well.
Five miles up the coast, lifeguard Jeff Fields is on a routine patrol of the beach.
My goal is to ensure beach visitor safety. On a daily basis, I'll go out and talk to people, make sure they know what the dangers are on the beach.
Jeff has to patrol over 100 miles of coastline, including Marina State Beach. Lying in the middle of the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary, it's one of the richest marine environments in the world.
We've seen all kinds of marine mammals. We see harbor porpoise, we see common dolphins, we see humpbacks and blue whales from the beach sometimes.
But this coastline also has a much darker side. Known as the Red Triangle, it has the highest incidence of shark attacks in the world. The waters here are rich. Cold water currents bring food here in abundance, making them the perfect feeding grounds for a hungry great white. Although humans aren't meant to be on their menu, Sharks have served up an average of 1 attack in these waters every year.
Surfers are sharing their turf with pretty tough. A great white shark tried to swallow a surfer yesterday.
A great white off the coast of California.
Fatal shark attack in California in nearly 4 years.
Most victims have been surfers. 7 have been fatal attacks.
You think about the sharks, you know, before you go out there, during your session, unfortunately, and then even after, like, oh great, I made it, I didn't get attacked this time.
Todd and his friends Zane and Joe have been in the water for 10 minutes. They are unaware that a great white shark has entered the bay. But the pod of dolphins, which are still nearby, would have immediately known it was there, sensing the danger with their sonar and incredible hearing.
Depending upon the frequency of a sound, dolphins can hear things that are going on miles away.
Dolphins are regularly attacked and killed by sharks. They will now be tracking the sharks' every move.
We see a lot of evidence of shark attacks on dolphins. A number of dolphins, especially adult dolphins, have survived shark attacks, and we see scars on their body that match up with shark bites.
But it's not just the dolphins that are in danger.
For a surfer that's laying on the surface, making a lot of splashing, acting like a wounded animal, demonstrating an outline that looks like a smaller sea lion might be mistaken for that. They can be attacked. It's a matter of being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Todd has been in the surf for 20 minutes.
I got a good wave, and I paddled back out frantically, as quick as I could get out to get another one. And my buddy Zane was paddling right next to me trying to catch the wave, but he had priority, so I let him have it.
I was standing there watching Todd and Zane go for a wave, and just prior to that, saw the pod of dolphins coming, you know, just like normal, swimming towards the surfer.
And I turned around to watch him surfing. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, just
3,000 pounds of great white shark hits Todd in the chest, catapulting him through the air.
And it literally just rocketed me across the water. The most powerful thing I've ever felt.
I've never seen anything like that, and it's the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life, you know. It's twice the length of a dolphin.
Your body goes into an immediate stage of either get out of here or beat your way out of it, and you don't think about anything.
And then all of a sudden I see the shark turned and made a U-turn, darted right towards Todd, and then I could see its back and its dorsal fin and its tail. And I thought, oh my God, that thing's huge.
Great whites can be over 6 meters long. This one is heading back towards Todd for a second time.
I was paddling away, I still had my board, when the shark comes and just hunts me again, but this time, he takes me underwater and just starts shaking.
Over 3,000 teeth rip into Todd's back.
The shark's teeth are like razor blades. It just literally filleted my back off. That's what great white shark's supposed to do. They make one big, huge hit that's just terribly destructive to the body, and then they let their prey bleed out. But I wasn't ready to die. I mean, I was still fighting. Help! Help!
It's the moment the dolphins, that minutes before had been surfing near Todd, now turn animal heroes. Using their incredible hearing and intelligence, they know exactly what is happening to Todd. They rush in, forming a protective ring around him.
Tails are slapping the surface of the water, the tails, and near his head, and one was on its side, kind of swimming with this side flip and just slapping the water, going in a circle around him. I'm still thinking, what the heck's going on there?
What dolphins will do is they'll circle really quickly around the victim and tail slap to frighten the shark away.
Whilst the dolphins create a cordon between Todd and the shark, elsewhere in the water there's panic.
Everybody else knew what was happening because they were paddling towards the beach.
But Joe, a close friend of Todd, stays behind. On the beach, another of Todd's friends, Ernie, runs to the car park to call for help.
Hey, can you call 911? Guy got bit by a shark.
911.
A surfer was just attacked by a shark at the end of Reservation Road, and it looks pretty serious. I'm up here in the parking lot, and we're looking down on the beach, and we're trying to get the other surfers out of the water.
Are they all out?
Now there's still a couple of guys in there that don't realize the situation.
Despite the brave efforts of the dolphins, the shark breaks through the cordon, attacking Todd for the third time. The shark's powerful jaws clamp around Todd's leg, ripping a 20-inch gash in his thigh.
And I started kicking him as hard as I could in the face with my heel. I knew that I didn't want to just yank my leg out because it would have, imagine a chicken drumstick just pulling the meat off of it.
Beneath the waves, a different battle is being played out by the pod of dolphins.
There was probably a lot going on under the surface of the water that the witnesses couldn't see. Things like ramming, intersecting. We just don't know, but they were clearly doing something to fend off that shark.
And while all of this is happening, there's dolphins jumping over my head. Literally jumping over me, doing flips over me, tail slapping the water, inches away from my head.
The hero dolphins continue to circle around Todd, using special calls to coordinate their response.
If one of the dolphins had been just an inch or two off, it would have knocked me unconscious easily, and I would have died right there. They knew what they were doing, and they were literally working to save me. They were keeping the shark from coming back for a fourth hit.
The dolphins' hard work pays off. Minutes after the shark first attacked Todd, the shark disappears.
When the shark released me after the third hit, I saw my friend Joe Jansen, who was the only soul left in the water.
Todd has horrific injuries to his shoulder, back, and leg.
I started swimming towards Joe, and I was screaming. This whole time the dolphins are surrounding me, jumping over me, and I'm swimming towards them. I was just frantic, trying to climb on Joe and trying to have him pull me in, and he forced me off and helped me find my surfboard, just yelling at me, "It's right there, grab your surfboard." And I grabbed it, and we caught this wave together. And that feeling of relief, I literally laid my head down on my board and looked left and saw Joe, and I said, "I just got attacked by a great white shark." And he said, I know man, let's get to the beach."
Hey, somebody help!
5 miles away, lifeguard Jeff Fields and his partner received the emergency call.
I had a surge of adrenaline and a bit of nervousness because I didn't know what the case was. I didn't know if I'd have to get in the water. I didn't know if there was more than one patient. And a lot of thoughts proceeded through my head pretty quickly.
They raced to the scene, but for Todd, time is running out.
We've got to stop this bleeding. Hey, stay with us, buddy. Stay calm. Someone call 911!
The dolphins remain in the water patrolling the shallows.
I grabbed my towels and was running down the beach. I was thinking, oh God, you know, what if he's missing a limb?
Somebody, right.
Somebody's coming, somebody's coming. You're right.
First thing I saw is his back. And his wetsuit is partially bitten off, you know, bitten way back near his spine. You could see muscle tissue, you can see connective tissue, you can see ribs, you can see like little lines. Those are the fibers. You can see that perfect. It was pretty filleted open.
Whilst on land, Todd fights for his life. Out at sea, the dolphins have won their battle to see off the killer shark.
When I saw the lifeguard truck driving down the sand with his lights on towards us, I was like, oh man, that's it. I'm out of here. This is great. I just survived the most horrific thing ever. But that's when the pain started.
Yeah, we do have a confirmed shark attack victim here on the beach at Marina. We're going to need fire medical.
Man, he lost a lot of blood. He needs to get to the hospital really quick. He needs a lot more blood.
What happened, guys? I got hit by a shark. Bad cut here.
They got to me and I was still laying on my stomach with my hands in front of me. So what they had to do was they had to flip me over to put me on a backboard.
Okay, Todd, what's going to happen is we're going to have to roll you over so I can take a look at your other injuries. Okay, everybody, we're going to roll them towards me on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
They flipped me over and I remember right then feeling the most intense pain.
2, 3.
That point where I started feeling pretty lightheaded.
Pressure on his wound right here. Okay, Todd, you hurt anywhere other than your arms and back?
I had a mask on and they were pumping oxygen into me at the time and I was screaming in the mask. And then all of them lifted me up and they slid me into the truck. And my back is just open completely with sand just gritting against it. And I'm just beside myself.
Okay, Todd, we're gonna get off the beach now, okay?
I wish I was unconscious during all of this, you know? I wish I had passed out or something. Just the pain and just looking at all the people I know around me and everybody's just the most pale-faced I've ever seen them and thinking I'm gonna die.
Todd has lost 6 pints of blood. Despite his horrific injuries, none of his vital organs have been punctured. He's lucky to be alive.
You know, there's puncture wounds every here and there, and my back isn't the same as it used to be. It does weird things. This is actually the first bite right here. All of this goes from here all the way down to the bottom of my butt.
The size of the bites come from a great white of at least 4 meters in length.
I received 500 stitches and 200 staples to close me back up.
Six weeks after the attack, with his injuries still healing, Todd returns to Marina State Beach to do what he loves most.
I was just so scared. It was, I was with my best friend and we were surfing really close to the shore, but at the same time, you know, I was looking around at the water, and every little bubble or a little piece of kelp, I was scared of it. If the waves are good, I don't think about it as much because you're in the water getting good waves, and you're not thinking about bad thoughts.
There's no doubt it was the brave actions of a pod of dolphins that gave Todd the chance to surf again. But this is not the only time that dolphins have turned animal heroes. There have been other witnessed events where dolphins, just as they did with Todd, have circled humans, saving them from a shark attack and almost certain death. The dolphins' actions protecting the badly injured Todd Endris that day went beyond anything we can fully explain.
The dolphins made a conscious decision to save Todd. It's a situation where members of other species put themselves at danger to help humans. So it's not just that these dolphins protected Todd. In the process of doing that, they put their own lives at stake. And that's an altruistic act. There's absolutely no reason for these dolphins to do this unless they felt a sense of empathy towards Todd in that situation.
Dolphins, they're just the most amazing thing. They're extremely intelligent and they have emotion. That day I was truly lucky. The dolphins definitely saved my life.
Next time, when 5-year-old Levan Merritt falls 12 feet into a concrete gorilla enclosure, panic breaks out.
I thought he was dead.
Levan is at the mercy of Yambo, the silverback.
Yambo was a hero on the day.